Good morning, family. Good morning, family. Don't forget, grow some trees, grow some food, grow something. Let's get started. Good morning, family. Well, the month of July is finally here, and it has brought the heat with it. We hit 100 degrees yesterday. It was 98 the day before, 97 the day before that, and we're supposed to hit 98 again today. It's that time of year where it's going to get really hard to keep maintaining all of this. So I decided I would get a video in while everything is still lush and green. As you guys can see, the squash is still doing really well. In fact, there are a few in here that I will be taking out today. This Crenshaw melon, up, up, up. I need to add an extra layer up there because this one is already starting to come back down. Let's see, don't want those connecting. So, yep, I'm gonna have to secure that one up there. This melon still doesn't have any fruit on it. It's doing really good with the foliage, but no fruit yet. Oh, look like you had a rough night. Yep, I don't see any fruit on there yet. The basil is doing really well down in here. The purple bell peppers are starting to get peppers on them. The eggplants getting flowers, but no actual fruit. I think all of the peppers are actually fruiting right now. So I think all of my tomato plants, maybe not on the other side over there, I think they all have tomatoes on them now. This little sun sugar I thought didn't have any on here, but there are some really tiny ones right in here. And if I go to the other side, you can see there are more in there. I keep calling this a yellow pear, but it's not a yellow pear. It is a little yellow tomato, but it's not a yellow pear. It's a sun sugar. And I'm actually seeing more way down over here also on the back side over there. So yes, there are tomatoes on there. See what's going on down in there. I do have a set right there, but they're not changing colors. This is the Husky Red, the cherry tomato. No fruit on that cucumber yet. The purple tomatillo is still covered with all of its little lanterns. None of them are ripe yet. I really wanted ground cherries for the summer. I love ground cherries. The kids love them, but I couldn't find ground cherries anywhere this year. No one had any, not seeds, not starts, nothing. So I went ahead and did the purple tomatillo. Not the same, but they'll enjoy opening the little husk to get the fruit out of the inside. This lemon cucumber down here is doing really well. So let me see, there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, another one way back there. 4, 5. Look at that. 6, 7. So there's 7 pieces of fruit on here right now. And still tons and tons more flowers. So my granddaughter is going to be really happy. She's been looking forward to it. I think she just likes the shape of them. She knows they don't actually taste like lemons, but she loves the shape. We did grow them once before and I wasn't thrilled with them. So this time I think it was just a just because type of thing that I picked up one. So the cantaloupe over here is also setting fruit. Got a few pieces on there actually. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have quite a few cantaloupe, hopefully. Hopefully they all make it. You all should know by now, a lot of times, especially with melons, the vines will set fruit and somewhere down the line, they'll get to a certain size and they end up getting stunted and they don't make it. It's usually grower fault. Not enough nutrients, not enough water, too much sunlight, not enough sunlight. There's always different reasons as to why that happens. We have no tomatoes on this one yet. We're getting blooms. These are the last 2 tomato plants that I planted. They are both yellow pear tomatoes. Getting some nice peppers in here. Like I said, all of the peppers are producing right now. They're also starting to lay down, but I'm not going to stake them. They have this bed pretty much to themselves because I'm not really doing anything with the collards right now. It's so hot that they just keep bolting and I'm just going to keep cutting them down. The purple hull peas are doing fine. They're not growing as quickly as I would like them to. Usually they're pretty tall by now, and these are not, but I do see the first bean. So I guess they like it over here. Like I said, they didn't grow as tall as they usually do, but they're doing pretty well, and I do see another flower over here. All right, so I've got lots of little tomatoes coming over here. This is the Brandywine. It gave me the first tomato of the season, and it is still packed in here. There are actually 3 plants in here. I can't get down in here to show you guys, but there are 3 plants in here. And no, they're not the same. I have 2 Brandywine, and I think that one, no, it's not Aroma. I have to remember what this one was. But as you can see, they are all full of tomatoes. Let's see. Oh, it is Aroma. Okay, I was right. Well, and wrong at the same time. But I'm really thinking that it's mislabeled because this is not the shape of Roma tomatoes. So we will see. If you look right here above this plant, you'll see all of these little sets over here. On this yellow pear tomato, it's doing really well. It's still growing like crazy. It's completely up under the compost bin over here. Let's see. Look at all of those in there. It's doing really well. This one is starting to catch up some. It actually has a bunch of sets on it also. It's nowhere near as tall as this one. Like I said, that one is just going crazy over here. But that's a good thing, because like I said, I snack on these, especially when I'm out here in the garden. All right, and if we look over here into the buckets, I do have fruit coming. So like I said, I don't know what this one is. I was thinking that it is the honeydew melon, and it still might be. I labeled all of these with the little white tags from Walmart, the little dry erase boards is what I call them. And the rains hit and it washed every last one of them clean. They were all planted with melons. So, you know, I'm just playing the waiting game now to see what actually emerges out of them. So that one actually is at the first piece of fruit. And I know this one is a watermelon, but I did plant, I think, 3 different watermelons, so I don't know which one exactly it is. This one over here is also a watermelon. And as you can see, it's got one tiny little watermelon right here. This is my first time planting them in containers, so not sure exactly how well they're gonna do, but I'm hoping that I get at least a few pieces of fruit from each one. I've got another one over here. It's going a little bit slower than the other ones, but it is starting to push out blooms. You can see, I see this. This is still that lemon cucumber. This is the back side of it. It is just going crazy over here. Look at this. Gonna have to get in there and clean up some of those leaves. So on this side, also another melon. I can see this one is starting to see, hopefully it's getting something. So I know when I look at the leaves, the shape of these leaves, I know that they are either honeydew melons or cantaloupes, and I'm thinking this one is a cantaloupe. So we will see, because like I said, I don't know which ones actually survived and which ones didn't. Back over here, we've got the collard greens. And this was one, I cut it down, and of course the stem, I didn't cut it all the way back. The stem was already laying on the ground, and everywhere along the stem it sprouted up. So now there are multiple plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow, there's a lot in there. Yeah, especially on this area. Let's see if I can show you guys. Can you see the stem down in there? So it was laying down all the way around over to that side, and it has sprouted all along the stem. So this is the Yeah, I did pick that little pepper. And this is the Floral Gem. Let's see if I pull that out of there. See these pretty yellow peppers. I did pull the first one already. I haven't eaten it yet. Hopefully we're gonna get some more. This is my overwintered sweet potato vine. It's an ornamental. It's supposed to be an annual here, but yet it is coming back for me. This is the 3rd year. Got more peppers over here on this California Wonder. And this is another overwintered pepper, which needs my attention. It is still pushing out peppers. They're very tiny. And as you can see, this one is starting to burn already. Like I said, we hit 100 degrees yesterday, and it's supposed to be another hot one today. Got a few more cucumbers coming again on this plant over here. And the cucamelons are taking off. If you want a cucumber that tastes like lemon, cucamelons are more of that than the lemon cucumbers. The lemon cucumbers are pretty much called lemon cucumbers because of the shape and the color. This here is another colored, and as you can see the stem down in there, and it did the same thing. It sprouted all along the stem, producing more plants. This is another overwintered pepper plant. We've got some thyme down in here. And this is a mixture of kale and Swiss chard. And here we have the chocolate mint. I need to cut some of that. I don't show you guys too much over here, but I do have lemongrass. Got some more mint over here. And that is one of the oreganos. I don't remember if it's the Greek or the Italian. I think it's the Greek. So I think it is safe to say that we'll have grapes this year. Every year, whatever is out here gets the grapes before I do. But this year, I was blessed with an abundance of grapes. Look at this. So unless we get attacked by an entire flock of birds or a horde of squirrels or something, I think it's pretty safe to say that I'm going to get some grapes this year. I don't know what type of grapes they are, what variety they are, because this was a clearance find. There were 2 vines, and I think I got them both for $10 maybe. I don't remember. It was around the beginning of the pandemic, and neither one was labeled. But I don't mind. I buy grapes probably every week, and they're costing me anywhere from $8 to $10 a bag. So any little bit of grapes out here that I can grow is going to help my budget out greatly. My corn is doing pretty well. Not this one. As you can see, this one is almost a blonde color. And I kind of did an experiment. I wanted to see the difference between the soils and which one would do better. And one was the organic Kellogg that I always use and mix it with the cow manure, and the other one was the Miracle-Gro organic, and I think one of them I didn't mix at all. And as you can see, one is doing much better than the other one. This one also has a tomato plant in it, which is doing great also. It's another yellow pear tomato plant. This is my, what are you, 3 years old now, Swiss chard. And then this container has a watermelon, a cucumber, and are you a cantaloupe? You are a cantaloupe, aren't you? Let's see, where's your marker? Well, there you go. And oh no, this is the rich sweetness. All right, so if you guys remember, I have a video and it's the tiny little orange striped melons. That's what this one is. This is the rich sweetness. And this one is the watermelon. It's the sugar baby watermelon. So what is my biggest surprise of the season? These right here. Garbanzo beans or chickpeas. These were store-bought. They had been in a cabinet. I just wanted to see if I could grow them, and I took a handful of them out, soaked them overnight, planted them out, and look at that. They're actually starting to produce. It's pretty cool because I didn't think they would make it. They prefer cool temperatures, and like I said, we're already hitting 100. So I kind of thought they would burn up before that, but they made it. So I am going to end the video right here. It's about 7:35 in the morning, and I'm quite sure all of my neighbors will be up shortly. So you guys stay blessed. I will see you all in the next video. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share the content if you like what you see, or if you think someone else will also like this content. And don't forget to grow something, anything. Look at that. Don't you want that growing in your backyard? You guys stay blessed.